Hi guys, zpolt here, welcome to my lab. Today we're gonna take a look at another super hype IEM. This is the TRN V30, and a lot of you guys have been asking me to take a look at this because yeah, for $20 you see that this is one of the most compelling options in the $20 range, and definitely I'm a fan of TRN, so really excited to take a look at this and give you guys my impressions here in this video. But of course, we review budgetfi to mid-fi audio gear, so if you're into that, consider subscribing. And also use my links below, it will help out the channel a lot if you want to get the V30. Okay, so the TRN V30 is 3 drivers per side, 6 total. This also in a hybrid configuration. So definitely a lot of drivers for around $25, around this kind of price. It's right smack competing with the KZ ES6 and also the ZS7. And definitely I'm a big fan of TRN, so I'm really expecting a lot with this. So firstly, don't have a lot of stuff outside. It says V30 right here, and I got the mic version. 6 hybrid drivers, high fidelity in-ear monitor right here. Let's open this up. And this is sort of like in the TRN IM1 kind of category in terms of box. Looks like a phone kind of box. And you're greeted with the TRN V30 right away here. Right off the bat, it kind of looks like the KZ ES4 kind of design. Let's put that aside and look at the package first. So here you have some tips here, and this kind of looks like the sporty kind of tips with the orange kind of accent here. Pretty soft here, but this is not the softest that I've used. It's something in the middle, so maybe this will be a good middle line between comfort and also isolation. Let's look at the cable now. So the cable is yeah, typical TRN. So this is the kind of low-end TRN kind of cable. But yeah, but not so bad here. It is the same as the V20, but it's in all black, and it also has some memory here, which is nice. So yeah, typical TRN cable right here. Overall, yeah, the package is pretty much like a typical TRN. Really good packaging right here. TRN really knows how to package their stuff. So okay, the lobes right off the bat is pretty small here. Let me compare first with the KZ ZSN. So quick compare with the ZSN, definitely it's smaller here, maybe 20% smaller in size, and this is lighter also. Yeah, really surprised how light this is, and in the TRN kind of design methodology, this is a bit different. So this is the KZ AS10, so it kind of looks like the KZ AS10 if you look at that. It has a different kind of design methodology. Maybe compared to the TRN V60, if you see this, you have a metal kind of build. This is the usual TRN kind of build. It's a little bit different here. Yeah, TRN V60, if you want to get it, it's in my links down in Banggood. And also, it's really surprising how thin this IEM is. It has a big hole right here. Definitely is a really small IEM. One of the smallest that I have here in the lab. But yeah, let's look at the build first. So here in the lobes, it's made of mostly plastic right here. And yeah, this is in the cheap side. And if you can see, you have a smoke kind of design. You can see TRN logo right there, and here on the other side you have a smoke kind of design here. And yeah, again, as I mentioned, you have a kind of a slope here. This is a different design from other TRNs and other KZs also. Yeah, this is quite different. Here you have a earhook kind of design, and it's a bit loose right here, but yeah, not a problem. Maybe this will improve the comfort here. And I got the mic version here. Here in the fork part, a typical TRN, it's made of plastic right here. And here in the plug part, it's a straight plug. Thus a little bit of reinforcement here. Yeah, typical TRN, I would say. At least it's all black. It's kind of an understated kind of design. I would say pretty average for the build here, but not so bad overall given the price range. But yeah, again, something to note here. If you guys can see, this is the lobes and this is the fork part. This is really long right here. So usually when I wear this, the fork part is already in my belt buckle area. Maybe it will be better if you sort of a clamp right here just to, you know, make this side smaller. It will be more stable if you wear it. I'm not sure why TRN makes this, you know, kind of long cable up to the fork. I wish it was maybe just like here, or maybe at least here in this kind of area. It will be easier to wear. Okay, so let's wear it now and give you guys my first impressions in how this wears. So this is how it looks like. It's not a super blingy kind of design. It's a sort of an understated kind of design. and it's also pretty small. It's a super duper flush kind of fit here. It's definitely not a jewelry kind of design that you have with other IEMs. But yeah, it's really surprising how small this is, especially in the ear. It does seal quite well. It isolates quite well here. The sealing here is above average for me. I can see this really a comfortable wear for a long period of time. It's not that bulky feeling maybe compared to the AS6 that is bulky. This is something that you can wear for the whole day. So I'm okay with the comfort here and the general look of the TRN V30. Yeah, it sort of feels like a tool more than sort of a jewelry kind of design. So it has a different kind of appeal. It'll be up to you if you like that or not. I have my WM1A out. I'm gonna try the TRN V30 now. Really excited about this because they say that this is really a killer in the sub $30 range. So I already have my impressions in the TRN V30. Is it good sounding? Yes. It's musical sounding. It's a fun listen. It's like the KZ-ZSN or the KZ-AS6, so something around that. It is a V-shaped kind of sound. It has a good highs, but not sibilant. It has above average soundstage here. That is one of the key things that I noticed here, how big the soundstage is here. And also above average imaging. This is a fun listen here. So maybe the thought process of TRN here would be sort of to make a KZ-ZSN competitor or maybe a KZ-AS6 kind of competitor. It's sort of right smack in that kind of region. Definitely colored kind of sound. It has good detail across the range. The highs are well extended, and it has a little bit of treble roll off to cut the sibilance there at the top, but it still has some shimmer. I would say that the highs are a bit crispy. There's a sort of a peak in the highs that makes it feel more crispy. It's different compared to the ZSN and the AS6. The mids have good detail here. Not the thickest mids that I've heard. Actually, there's a bit more in the background, more laid back because of that kind of V-shaped kind of sound. So I'm not really a fan of the mids here, but definitely there's still good detail in the mids here. So the bass is in the boomy side, but it is still not overly boomy. It doesn't drown out the rest of the spectrum. So definitely for bass heads, there's something that you can consider. There's substantial bass response here. So the soundstage here is above average, bigger than your average KZ. So sort of like with the TRN V80 kind of category, this has a big soundstage here. The instrument separation is average to above average. Still good. The presentation is a bit more smooth. The mix is a bit more smooth. It's sort of like a live sounding kind of instrument separation here. Yeah, it's a bit smooth sounding here. So the comfort here is, I would say, average to above average. So it's good, but because of that crispiness in the highs, that kind of high extension, it may be fatiguing after maybe 1 hour or 2 hours of use. So I'm really a fan of the sound here. I would say for $20, it is really a worthy competitor to the KZ-ZSN. So I would say that maybe TRN really designed this to compete against right smack the KZ-ZSN. So compared to the KZ-ZSN, again, it has a lot of similarities, but the TRN V30 has more crispy highs compared to the ZSN. It has more laid-back mids in the TRN V30 even compared to the ZSN, but the TRN V30 has more warmth compared to the ZSN and definitely bigger soundstage. So yeah, depends on you what you value. So if you want soundstage and sort of the similar kind of V-shaped sound, go for the TRN V30. But if you like more detailed mids and I would say less crispy highs, maybe go for the KZ-ZSN. So compared to the AS6, actually I was surprised when I compared the AS6 to the V30. So the AS6 is actually closer to the V30 in terms of the overall sound, but the TRN still has more crispy highs here, but the AS6 is really close. The AS6 still has a lot of highs extension there. TRN has a more boomy bass. The KZ has a tighter bass because the KZ AS6 is all BA. So definitely if you like, a faster bass, KZ AS6 would be for you. The mids are better in the KZ AS6 though. It has more detail in the mids. But again, if you like warmth in your sound, TRN V30 might be for you. So compared to the CCA-C10, the TRN V30 definitely has more bass response. It's a warmer kind of IEM. The TRN V30 again has recessed mids compared to the C10. So the C10 has a more forward mix. So definitely if you love mids, C10 is for you. The tonality is similar here, still musical sounding. So overall, compared to the IEMs in the same price range, definitely it has its own appeal. So for $20, is it worth it? I would say yes. You have the TRN kind of build. You have that kind of V-shaped sound and enjoyable kind of listen. It definitely sounds good. It has a different appeal to it because of that crispy kind of highs and of course bass response, the in-your-face kind of bass response. So yeah, for bass heads, this is something that you can consider, and also for guys who love highs as well, this is something that you can consider as well. But for those guys who love mids, this is not for you. I would go for the CCA C10 or even the KZ AS6. But still, yeah, for $20, this is well worth the price. I would recommend it. So yeah, that is my unboxing and review of the TRN V30. Actually, to be honest, I was expecting that I will like it more. But overall, I still like the CCA C10 overall here in this channel because of that mids. As you guys know, I love my mids. So if I'm gonna recommend still the top one for me in the $30 range, it will still be the CCA C10. But yeah, of course, if you learn something, leave a like and of course subscribe for more content like this in the future, and hit that bell button as well so you'll be first notified when we first go live in an awesome video. And do you own the TRN V30? Do you like it? How do you find it? And do you also own a $30 IEM or a $20 IEM? What do you own and how do you like them? Let me know down below. Get involved in the conversation here in zpolt Labs. And of course, use my links below if you want to get the TRN V30. It will help the channel a lot. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.